Hello, Senior Stoner fans. It's the real Senior Stoner back at you with your kind pen, the Don Diamond Dab of the Day. Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining me. As always, if you enjoyed today's video, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button. Tell your friends. Send a like my way, and I respond to all comments. Do you want to get what you want out of life? I certainly do. How? How can we get what we want out of life? You see, ultimately, we're in control of our destiny. And by implementing and focusing our energy on our aspirations, we can create the life that we want. Let's discuss how. Whether it's learning a new language, losing weight, running a marathon, or frankly, just leading a better, happier life, we have the power to accomplish anything we set our mind to. Ultimately, we're in control of our own destiny, and by implementing just a few things and focusing energy on the aspirations, we can create the life we want. You got to set small goals. When you set smaller, more attainable goals for yourself, we're more likely to stick with what we're trying to achieve because you can constantly see the progress. Also, most time, if you set a small goal, we end up succeeding with that goal and doing more anyway. It's like that old trick when you go to the gym, only commit to 10 minutes of exercise. By the time most people get to 10 minutes, they just end up doing their full workout because it felt good. Well, chances are we aren't built like Michael Phelps, and we don't have photographic memories. So that means we can't expect to accomplish something in the same way that the top people have done it. We have to look for people who aren't naturally skilled or talented in what they've accomplished, or take note of how they accomplish their goals. It takes a very individualized method for each person to get something done. So it's best to focus on the underdogs, the people who had everything against them, but were still able to get what they wanted out of life. Those are the ones to seek inspiration from. If you look at Michael Phelps, Michael Jordan, the heroes of baseball, the heroes of politics, the heroes of war, no, you got to find the little guy. And you need to seek advice from the most passionate people instead of looking up people on the top of their field and people who are in the limelight for whatever they do. Seek advice from the person that literally could not live without their particular passion. These are the people that can give out the best advice for how to do whatever you need to do. Not only are they more accessible because they're under the radar, but their advice is going to be more helpful because they're so invested in whatever it is that they do. You see, you got to defy the status quo. The common way of doing things is kind of what baseline is. Everyone has individual strengths, weaknesses, and needs. So by relying on the status quo typical method of accomplishing something, the chances are it's not going to go above this. Won't work. We've got to find out what works for you and me, us, and think outside the box. The people that do the standard thing never rise above. It's the people who are innovative and creative about their thinking that leave a lasting impact. It's positive directional movement. Don't let the setbacks set you back. Small obstacles in any journey to getting what you want don't mean much as long as the grand scheme of things continues to move towards your goal. If you consistently make positive efforts to accomplish something, guess what? That's all that matters. Positive directional movement over a longer period of time is much better than failed attempts at quick successes that leave you unfulfilled in the long run. Even if you just put one of the things into practice, you're setting yourself up for success because nobody ever achieved anything they've ever wanted overnight. But by starting to make decisions, they feed that long-term vision for future and, in time, realize their own goals. You see, getting what we want from life is possible, even if we're feeling a bit lost. Just got to get back on track. When you ask yourself why you want to get a certain goal, you're going to find that it's a question everybody asks. And you know what? Most people don't have a clear grasp on it. What we have to remember is to know your why. Why you want what you want. That's the key. It is. Well, you got to get clear on that. You got to gain clarity. You got to write down maybe it is what you want. That's right. I want $1 million. Write it down. And then ask the 5 whys. You ask the 5 whys because you go deeper than that first, I want the $1 million. You want to know why. And then deeper why. And deeper why. And a deeper why. You'll realize if you ask some of these questions that you're going to get great insight and realize that the real reason to something is something you might not even have considered. Remember to create a great what. That's right. We've already felt it. We're becoming clearer on exactly what it is you want, and it ain't that $1 million. By becoming absolutely clear on the why you want to achieve a certain goal, your result will be having a great what. That's right. It'll bring you closer to your purpose. It'll bring you closer because you've got persistence and determination. That's right. Not every want is granted right away. Do not give in too quickly. Just because you got 1 or 10 no's doesn't mean you should give up. Sidebar, as a salesman and a sales executive, no was the magic word for me. Whatever reason, when they said no, the customer, the dealer, the owner, the president, when they said no, bing, 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 my brain started working. I pushed myself no matter what that obstacle was. There was no failure. I kept in mind that I was worthy of success. I was persistent. I was thorough. And I tried hard and I resisted the discomfort. That's right. You see, when things happen, even in your direction, there's going to be resistance from the other side. And there's going to be discomfort. Those two things can be used to your advantage and become your best friends. It's counterintuitive. I get it. But something keeps people from change. Once people start to actively create something, they find every ounce of us individually inside resisting. Why? Emotionally, psychologically, physically. Well, your body, think about the gym, hates the first few weeks you go to the gym. And even you find yourself slipping back saying, I can't do it. Guess what? It's normal to expect resistance and growth. It's a good sign that you're on the right track. Use it as a barometer for yourself because you're going to be exercising all your abilities, exploring yourself, and remembering that the universe, we are just part of it. And you know what? You'll realize that sometimes what we really want can seem so out of reach and ridiculous to expect that we just never dare ask the universe for it. So you have to ask, you have to do, you have to go. So don't disguise the decisions you think you've taken out of fear as the path. Look around. You'll see the ones that have reached the heights and achieved the impossible. They had a dream, and it never seemed practical, but they went ahead. So you need to go ahead and not shy away from it. You have a whole universe out there. Get what you want out of life. Become limitless. It's a task that initially will seem pretty daunting to anybody who tries it, and even scary. Take that breath, the deep breath, And remember to stay active in your pursuits. That's right. Don't set things in stone. Believe that what you want in life is already there for you and act as though you expect to get it. You know what? Practice mindfulness too. Nothing worth getting is easy to achieve, but you can get it. You can do anything you want in life. This is the Real Senior Stoner, talking about how to get what you want out of life. And you know what? We can do it. This is the Kind Pen Don, our little portable mini e-rig here, and we're going to take a diamond dab. Thank you all so much for joining me today, the Real Senior Stoner. I feel you. I appreciate your time today, and I hope you enjoyed today's topic. Have a wonderful day out there, everybody. Here we go. Going to a temperature of a little bit over 700 degrees for a hot dab. Get whatever you want out of life. You can do it. And thanks for joining the Real Senior Stoner. Keep that dab train rolling. Cheers. It's coming. Here we go. Very tasty. Very tasty. Have a great one, everybody. And let's go out there and get whatever we want in our lives. Cheers.